Well. Welcome back, everybody, to Poolie Bag TV, the raw, unedited, unscripted NUFC fan channel where everybody's got an opinion and nobody's opinion's wrong. Well, my opinion was predictable, shite, toothless. That was a poor game from Newcastle United. Don't get me wrong, wasn't Wolves, it wasn't Brentford, it wasn't West Ham, wasn't Sunderland. They were all away games, by the way. That was the worst I've seen us play at home all season. There was a lot of fight and a lot of art, but our end product is abysmal. We're getting good crosses into the box, but nobody's there. Wissa's meant to be the saviour, the answer. He looks like a championship player. He really does. He looks like a championship player in the Premier League. Now, yeah, he scored a couple of goals in the EFL Cup and got that goal against PSV, but I'm sorry, in the Premier League, he looks dreadful. He looks absolutely dreadful. Voltemada again, come on, doesn't really do out. He's never really in the box. He's not a number 9, but how a game won't change anything. And it's just mundane stuff, predictable stuff, side to side. Pass it to Trippier, pass it to Barnes. He'll pass it back to Trippier. He'll get it. By the time he even thinks about crossing, Villa are back where they need to be. And then you go to the left-hand side and Gordon will try and cut in and inevitably get it took off him like he always does. Why he starts on the left above Barnes is absolutely ridiculous for me. In the Premier League, he's done nothing. He has absolutely been dog shit all season in the Premier League and still, week in, week out, gets his game. Harvey Barnes, it must be affecting Harvey Barnes at some point. It must do. That he can't get his game in his preferred position. Barnes didn't do himself any favours today. I thought his passing was atrocious. I thought the only couple of people that were really, really good today was Sven Botman and Malik Chow. I thought they were outstanding at the back today. I really did. I thought they were great. But going forward, it's side, and pass. Nobody shoots. Nobody shoots at all. What's that about? You look at Buendia. Now, if he'd have passed again, Pope would have probably got the ball. He doesn't. He takes a shot. It's a great strike, by the way. Great goal from Aston Villa. Something we don't do. Pass, side, pass. Cut back, pass. Oh, cut back, dink in. Nobody's in the box. Pass, side. To the run to the byline. Cut back, pass. Cross in. Nobody's in the box. If I can see it, right, and I'm not an expert on football by any stretch of the imagination, but I have watched hundreds of thousands of hours of football in my 30 years as a fan. Whether it be at live games, whether it be playing football myself, whether it be watching it on telly, watching full matches, highlights, whatever you want. Hundreds of thousands of hours in the last 30 years I've spent with football. And if I can see how predictable Newcastle United are, then are you telling me a world-class coach like Unai Emery can't? 4-3-3, 63, 64 minutes, same personnel on every week. Every week. Am I lying? No, I'm not lying. Is it 4-3-3 every week? Yes, it is. In the Premier League, it is. He experimented in the Cup, I think, just to prove a point. And he won't experiment again. Wissa is struggling as a lone striker. Voltemada is not a striker at all. He's a number 10. And it's just not working. Yes, we've had some good results. But you look at the Leeds game. Were we good against Leeds? No, great result, by the way. Not taking that away from us. But were we good against Leeds? No. Were we good against Palace? No. Were we good against Bournemouth? No. Exciting games, maybe. We weren't good. We weren't convincing. And we've come up against a proper team today. And they've done a number on us. They were by far the better team. Other than the Tonali shot at the beginning of the match, they were by far the better team. We huffed and we puffed, and I'm not saying we didn't run. I'm not saying we didn't try. That's not what I'm saying today. We did run and we did try. We're just not good enough. We're predictable. We're mundane. We're boring. I can look at Newcastle and I know what team he's going to have out. It's either going to be Nick Voltemada starting or it's going to be Wissa starting. 4-3-3. Real Madrid away, 4-3-3. Hartlepool United at home, 4-3-3. Doesn't change nothing. Doesn't even change mid-game. Doesn't even make it into like a 4-2-3-1. Could do that. Doesn't. Could make it a 4-4-2. Doesn't. Just doesn't change nothing at all. Our strikers are struggling at the minute. Really struggling. Why they're not in the box when these crosses are coming in, I do not know. Wissa especially, because he is the natural striker. I don't get it. It's not like we're not whipping balls in, because we are. Lewis Miley lobbed a few in today. Trippier was woeful. Trippier was woeful with his passing today. That's the worst I've ever seen Kieran Trippier pass a football today. Dreadful. Elanga knocked some good balls in. I was impressed with Elanga when he come on. I thought Elanga could hold his head up high. I thought he attacked it. I thought he pressed well. I thought he did all right, to be fair. His touch still isn't great, is it? But I thought he did better than he usually does. But Sandro looked more up for it than what he usually does. I don't think anybody was shite. Like, I'm not going to... Nobody was a 3 out of 10. You know, it was just boring again. Predictable. Mundane. All these words that you want to... Pass it side to side. Go to the byline. Cut back. Pass it to the right back or the left back. They launch a cross in. Comes out to the edge of the box. And then we pass it straight back. Don't shoot. Don't do nothing. Pass it straight back. Cross it back in. And that's all we do. That's all we do. Pass, side to side, side to side. Cut back, cross into the box. And it's not working. Clearly not working. The odd time where we do have a shot from a Barnes or whatever, we look all right, like Leeds. But I just don't get when things aren't working. This manager just does not seem to be able to turn it around, and I'm sorry he doesn't. It's not good enough, man. Aston Villa at home was always going to be an hard game, but that was toothless. It really was. It was a toothless performance. It wasn't a gutless performance. That's not what I was calling it. Toothless. Nothing up front. No bite. No grabbing the game by the scruff of its neck. It was just going through the motions again. We don't even play with that intensity anymore. It's like we're scared to shoot. It's like we're scared to take a risk. Even when we were 2-0 down, I seen Joe Willock on the ball and Anthony Elanga makes a good run. He can't get any worse. It's the 95th minute. We're 2-0 down. He's making a beauty run. And all you've got to do is try and thread the ball through. And you pass it sideways again. That's the 95th minute. You're 2-0 down. Just take a fucking risk. You know what I mean? This team is risk averse. They must have the best risk management plan I've ever seen in my life. Because they don't take no risks at all. They take no risks whatsoever. It's toothless. It's poor. Really, really poor. And Eddie Howe's got to learn from this, or else he's gone for me. I don't care if he scrapes a few more results from now until the end of the season. We have not been good enough this season. Yes, in the heat of the moment of the 4-3 against Leeds, you think, yeah, the call like today, we should have lost that game, really. Against a team that is 16th. Bournemouth again, threw that away at the death. Had to scrape through on penalties. Palace, who were in free fall at the minute, struggled to beat them. Struggled to beat Burnley away. We're not playing good football in the Premier League. Champions League's different. I'm not saying we're not playing good football in the Champions League. I'm on about the Premier League. Yes, I believe we're in a very false position. And I believe coming the end of the season, we'll be about 9th. Because we've got Liverpool away. I know they're not great, but they'll turn up against us, believe me. We've got City away, we've got Tottenham away. Believe me, they'll turn up against us and all. We've got City away again Cup, we've got Villa away in the Cup. Our probably only home game in the mix of that is Brentford at home. And Brentford, I know they got beaten today 2-0 off Forest, but Brentford are a good team. I'm not overreacting here. That was poor. And anybody who says it wasn't is lying to themselves. I'm sorry, they are really, really lying to themselves, because that was poor. It wasn't dreadful. It wasn't where you're throwing a brick through your telly. It just wasn't good, was it? It wasn't good. You can say there was effort in, so there should be effort. We're meant to be a top club. There's got to be effort. Like, you can't give awards and points for effort when you're playing for a team that's in the Champions League. That's got to be a given, hasn't it? Especially at home. Yes, there was effort. Great. It's like me, I go to work tomorrow. Do I get praise for doing effort? No. I do praise for doing a good job alongside the effort. You know, turning up on time for me going to work's effort. You know, seeing the people who I'm meant to see in appointments, that's effort. But if I don't do the right thing in them appointments, then I haven't done a good job, have I? So they haven't done the right thing on the pitch today. They've turned up and they've ran about. Other than that, what else have they done? Not much. Not much. You know, and I'm sick of hearing people say, well, we tried. So we should. We're a Premier League team. We're not Burnley. We're not Pools. We're not fucking Crew Alexander. You know what I mean? We're a top 5 Premier League team, apparently. So we should be turning up every match. I don't give awards for turning up. And then being lacklustre. And that was lacklustre. It was poor. It was mundane. And it was toothless. Anyway, that's enough of my whinging and ranting on. Hit like, hit subscribe, comment down below if you agree or disagree. I feel free. I'm not bothered. You know, I don't mind a debate as long as you keep it respectful and there's no targeting or there's no nasty comments. Then I'm fine by that. Anyway, keep it black and white and keep it Poolie Mag TV. Over and out.